Hi guys, it's me George, and today I wanted to share with you an experience that happened to ourselves this Samhain, but also a piece of folklore, which was the original intent of the video and of the piece of information I'm about to share with you guys. And this is actually fairly young, and this is a piece of Glaswegian folklore that we have come to know as the Gorbals Vampire. So the Gorbals Vampire was a bizarre event that occurred in 1954, where over 100 children from Glasgow's East End, from a myriad of different schools, stormed Glasgow's necropolis, a giant cemetery, in hunt and search for a creature known as the Gorbals Vampire. And these children had axes armed with them, they had stakes, they had knives, they even had dogs in search of this creature because the creature had allegedly murdered two wee boys. And this baffled the adults, it absolutely baffled them. And there was a police officer that had sort of gone down to the scene. And no matter how hard he tried, he could not get the children out of the cemetery. And surrounding Glasgow's necropolis is a series of industrial factories in which, when working, create a mist and also glow red. So as the mist descended upon the cemetery and the red lights created fleeting figures from the headstones, the children went into hysteria. They went into a frenzy. It was like, there he is, it's over there. And we're literally chasing shadows. And, there are accounts that some children were actually so scared they didn't even go into the cemetery. They just stayed outside of the cemetery. But once it had started raining, that's when the children decided, yeah, enough is enough, kind of thing. And they had actually decided, yeah, let's go home. But this lasted 3 days. The children also claimed that the red light was the Gorbals vampire burning the two murder victims of the two wee boys' lives that he had taken. And yeah, so this happened in 1954, which is fairly recent actually for some folklore, and it's actually quite a new piece of folklore, really. But I'm going to explain what happened to us, and it's really short, but not so sweet story. But it's a short story. And so for Halloween, we went down to Glasgow Necropolis. My partner is from Paisley, but he's never been to Glasgow Necropolis, never ever been. And so for Samhain, I thought, what a fun thing to do, go to a cemetery, how romantic. Right? But I was like, it'd be fun, let's go in hunt of the Gorbals Vampire. And so we went down there, and obviously it was just like looking at different cemeteries and headstones, all the different headstones and monuments. It's incredibly beautiful over there. But I had decided to share this piece of folklore with people, and I thought that this would be a good idea. So we got out my phone, and my partner really gets into it with like filming and stuff like that. He should have been a photographer, bless him, but he was like, okay, I'll get it, and you can do this, and blah, blah, blah. So I was sharing the story, and halfway through, it just cut out. The video completely cut out. There was space. My phone switched off through no occurrence. It just completely switched off. That's never ever happened to me before. I've had my phone less than 2 years. There's nothing wrong with it, touch wood. But that's never ever happened to me before, and I was a bit like, ooh, that is a little bit creepy. That's kind of a bit weird. And then my partner was like, yeah, that is a bit weird, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, let's have a go again. And I was like, right, okay. I was like, we'll have a go again, but if it switches off again, I'm not sharing this because it just, then if it switches off again, it's like a bit of a sign. And sure enough, second time, halfway through, completely switched off. Something did not want us filming there. And so, my partner was like, maybe we could go over here and do it. And I was like, no, it's done. And I think being a witch and working with spirits, you kind of learn that actually if there's an omen or a synchronicity that's very much like, no, you have to go with that. Because I kind of had this feeling that actually if we had have uploaded it and shared it, something really bad would have happened. It was a really weird feeling within my stomach. And I was like, no, this is wrong. I don't know whether or not it was a spirit there that just didn't want to be filmed or didn't want headstones filmed or anything like that. I kind of in jest made the joke to Blair, my partner, that, you know, the Gorbals Vampire doesn't just drain necks, he also drains Samsung batteries. But yeah, nevertheless, it was a small thing, but it was really, really strange. I wanted to share this piece of folklore with you guys though, because I found it really cool and very random. And like I said, it was quite a bizarre event that took place over 3 days. So yeah, if anybody here is watching this and is from Glasgow or kind of was involved in the Gorbals Vampire, like please, like definitely comment and let me know. Or if you have relatives that kind of experienced that or witnessed that bizarre event, definitely comment your experiences underneath, because I think it's a way to preserve and keep folklore going. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Short but sweet, over and out. Peace.